So finally, what was MavAttack's worst game of 2014? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of MavAttack. Now, I hope you guys are buckled in for this one, because the last video, my top 10 best games of 2014, was great. We're gonna make fun of some really terrible games, so without further ado, let's start.
Thief.
The fourth game in the Thief series, this thief was brought along to revitalize the series and bring new meaning to the word stealth. What it did was none of that. From the voice acting to the level design and even the weapon choice, Thief is just a dull title and gave gamers high hopes when it just couldn't execute. There's just too much wrong with gameplay mechanics in Thief, and the addition of an extremely dull storyline, the fourth installation in the Thief series, was the biggest thing to avoid in 2014, easily.
Rambo the video game.
Jesus, where do I start? Okay, first off, why a random-ass Rambo game in 2014? Why did they use the movie audio from the movie Rambo First Blood? Why did you kill hundreds, if not thousands of enemies in the game, when in the movie he literally kills one dude, and it's by throwing a rock on accident and smacking him in the head? Why is the game an on-rails shooter in 2014? Why are there stealth sections that don't freaking work? Why? This game is absolutely atrocious in every way possible, and I just can't. I just freaking can't.
Basement crawl.
A Bomberman-inspired arena game, Basement Crawl is the true definition of ass. I'm serious. Like, if you open up the dictionary and you look up the definition of ass, you'll see Basement Crawl chilling there. This game was set to be a day one release on the PlayStation 4, but was pushed back. It's an embarrassing excuse for a game. The funniest part is the developers acknowledged how horrible it was, so they decided to completely remake the game. No word on when or why will you'd even care about that coming out.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
This is simply another movie-based game that was rushed out of the door to meet the movie release in theaters. Not only did it have frame rate and technical issues, but the game literally felt copied and pasted from the first Amazing Spider-Man game, but with all the good features completely removed out of the game. I wish we would take more time with this whole movie to game process instead of just throwing something out there.
Escape Dead Island.
I was so excited for this game. Being a super fan of the garbage ass game known as Dead Island, I like the art style and different take on the Dead Island franchise. What I found was a buggy, flawed piece of shit that wasted so much of my time while playing it. Terrible mission structure, terrible combat, terrible graphics, just terrible. It was a failure in every aspect of its dreadful storyline and development. I'm sorry, that game was just terrible.
The Crew.
Probably the worst driving game of the year. It had its positives, like it being open world and having some pretty decent single player missions, but microtransactions, a pay to win model, poor watchdogs like driving physics, graphic errors, and just bad graphics in general make this game one of the worst driving games in general of 2014. Why?
The Legend of Korra.
Alright, let's get a few things out of the way. Yes, this is a $15 game. Yes, a larger, better title known as Bayonetta 2 was being developed at the same time as Legend of Korra, and yes, it's a Nickelodeon game, but there's really no excuse for such a piss-poor title. I love watching The Legend of Korra. It's like one of my favorite TV shows, don't get it twisted, but this game isn't just disappointing, but it was bad all around. The combat, the story, or lack thereof, and the Temple Runner-like mobile game sections were enough to make me hate this game for life. I enjoyed probably like an hour or so, but that was about it.
Enemy Front.
Welcome back to World War II. This game literally reminded me of some terrible Medal of Honor game back on the PlayStation 2/GameCube era. It's just terrible from its extremely long loading screens, terrible gameplay, horrible story, just everything, man. If you want to see more about the game, check out my review by clicking on the screen right now or click the link in the description. Just a quick disclaimer though, it's one of my earlier videos, so don't take anything too seriously, but it is a terrible game.
Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric.
Another Sonic game that couldn't go fast. What was anyone in the development of this game thinking? It's broken, buggy, the voice acting is terrible, the story is shit. Seriously, what the hell is going on over at Sonic Team? The only good Sonic game in my recent memory is Sonic Lost World for the Wii U, and these two Sonic apps I have on my freaking phone. That's about it. It's just so terrible. I'm not even gonna waste my time anymore talking about it. Play Sonic 06 and you'll understand exactly what I mean about Sonic Boom.
The Letter.
Oh my gosh! This is a Wii U exclusive, and I'll just show gameplay because I can go on and on, but to understand just how bad this game is, You have to see it for yourself. Check this out. So finally, what was MavAttack's worst game of 2014? Escape Dead Island. There was just so much bad about this game. It makes me want to freaking cry right now. But not only did 2014 produce some really awful games, but it was a extremely disappointing year in gaming due to games lacking content upon release, shoving DLC and season passes and microtransactions down our freaking throats, and the dreaded and inexcusable broken and buggy games upon release. Games like Destiny, Assassin's Creed Unity, Halo Master Chief Collection, Drive Club, The Crew, the list goes on and on for this year. So here's hoping that 2015 is more positive, not just in gaming, but the police and justice losing focus on things that really matter in the world, and not making some random ass dude from Target famous that y'all can't even acknowledge that racism, white privilege, brutality all still exists in the United States today. That's another topic for another freaking time, but thank you all so much for watching. I'm still pissed off, but thank you guys all so much for watching. If you liked the video, of course, please be sure to do so. Leave a comment, let me know about your terrible gaming experiences in 2014, because we've all had to deal with this. And oh man, I feel so bad for us as gamers this year. But I'll see you all on the next episode of MavAttack. Move.
Long ago, the clock flashed midnight away.